Coming up, a review of the book The Flight of Deities, curated by Avatans Kumar. Namaste friends, my name is Shiril Subramanian Paimal and you are listening to the Histology podcast. Before I proceed, a full disclosure. This book was bought with my own money and not been provided to me by the author or publisher. Little bit about the curator. Avatans Kumar is a columnist, public speaker, media panelist and activist. Originally from Patna, Bihar, Avatans holds graduate's degree in linguistics from Jawaharlal Nehru University and the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, where he also taught linguistics and Hindi as a foreign language, respectively. Let me read what is written on the back cover. Quote, a collection of stories based on actual historical events as depicted in Padmasri Meenakshi Jain's seminal book Flight of Deities. Inspired by the historical account, various authors have each focused on a unique historical event, clothed it in flesh and bones, and brought it to life through the magic of prose. From Aryavarta to Dakshinatwa, from the holy lands of Ayodhya, Vrindavan and many more, the stories pace digging into the harsh realities of foreign invasions while portraying vividly the efforts undergone by the devout to preserve their culture and faith. Tales of human grit and determination to preserve, prevail, persist in the face of brute force and annihilation, truly any book lover's delight. Unquote. It is a well-known fact that invaders destroyed our temples and the vigrahas were mercilessly smashed or stolen. Many of these stolen ones ended up in foreign museums. All this has been documented by Dr. Meenakshi Jain's must-read book, Flight of Deities. Taking inspiration from this book, Indica and well-known writer-activist Avatans Kumar have brought out Flight of Deities, an anthology of desecration and devotion. By the way, this book forward is by Dr. Meenakshi Jain. This anthology presents the history from various places of a land, that is Bharat. Stories of temple destruction and other atrocities are presented not as an academic historical account, but in the form of an engaging narrative. 10 authors have penned 10 brilliant stories that bring out the history of devotion which has helped to save our deities. In the first story, Suryala Chakravarti presents an anguished account of the trauma and unsuccessful endeavors of a young archaeologist to recover the lost image of Vaikuntha Vishnu from the Vishnu temple at Khajuraho built by King Yasovarman. I hope someday there is an happy ending to this story. The second story is by Devamalya De, in which she narrates the tale of the brave Rajputs who took the image of Srinathji to his final destination of Nathdwara following Aurangzeb's order for the destruction of temples. The third story by Kavita Krishna Megama shows the harsh reality of being kafirs, that is infidels, in Multan in the medieval era of forcible abduction, conversion and marriage of young girls, which unfortunately continues to this day. The fourth story by Anish Gokhale narrates the history of the Sun Temple at Konark and Jagannath Temple at Puri, which was invaded 13 times. The fifth story is by Pranshu Bihari Saxena, which narrates a tale set in Delhi during the twilight years of the Mughals, a bold plan to ransack the imperial treasury and royal jewels to recompense looted temples, and the daring rescue of a Rajput queen who had been married to Emperor Farrukhsiyar. The sixth story by Aditi Gopinath tells the tale of Suha, Ma Saraswati and the tragic destruction of the Martanda temple which was pulled down by iconoclasts. The seventh story is by Aditi Banerjee, which chronicles the story of the deities Govinda Deva and Radha Devi in their abode after their flight from the Braj region, the destiny of a young boy entrusted with the responsibility of caring for them who unfortunately doesn't understand their language. The eighth is by Rajesh Ramachandar, narrating the story to safeguard Goddess Meenakshi at her temple in Madurai from the fury of the invading Delhi army led by Malik Gafur, the slave general of Alauddin Khilji. The ninth story by Shubhra Prakash, relating with empathy the power of Agyats, the hidden weapons of the king, the desecration of murtis and the transportation of the image of Nataraja to London, while paying homage to the late Professor R. Nagaswamy, who played a pivotal role in the return of the deity to India. The 10th and the final story is by Dr. Deepa Duraiswamy, which is about how the Meenakshi temple in Madurai was desecrated and worship stopped for some time following an attack by the armies of the Delhi Sultan, and how the Vijayanagar prince set out to restore the sanctity of the deity. Conclusion. The total number of pages is only 216. The 10 stories have been narrated in a very engrossing and fast-paced manner. They realistically depict the spirit of the times and the massive efforts of a large section of the society to reclaim and restore their heritage. There are quite a few typos in the first few pages, which I am sure will be corrected in the subsequent reprints. If you are willing to overlook these minor irritants, then this is definitely worth a read. I give this book 4.5 out of 5. The printed price of this book is Rs 300, but at the time of recording this podcast, it is available available at a discounted price of only rupees 225 on Amazon India. I will provide all the respective buy links in the show notes. Please feel free to check them out. Last but not the least, thank you for spending your valuable time listening to this book review. Really grateful. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Histology podcast on your favorite podcasting app, and also feel free to leave a review. Also, please check out histology.com for all previous episodes. Thanks and looking forward to hearing from you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.